Welcome to a Mass Effect video bonus. One of the things I really miss is the Mass Effect Talent Calculator, which was a website, and it looks something like this. You picked your class, your specialization, and a bonus talent, and then the screen would get redrawn, and it would have talents appropriate to those selections. And then you could start spending points, and it would keep track of how many points you had left, how many you had spent, and what level you were at. So not only could you come up with a level 60 or a final build for a Shepard, but you could figure out how you were going to get there. And I really like this. Now, this tool was not flawless. I mean, if you look at that decryption talent, it shows an unlock at rank 4. Well, for an engineer, the unlock in decryption occurs at rank 7. Also, the tool never put in your initial points, the 2 points that are assigned by the game at the start of the game. For an engineer, that's 1 point decryption, 1 point in electronics, so you had to know that. And finally, the tool would let you put in 12 full points in Charm and 12 points in Intimidate if you wanted, and the game won't. So, I mean, as long as you knew the game's rules, then you just live with them, and you apply it to the tool, and you were fine. You never had trouble. But yeah, guess what? In 2015, sometime this tool disappeared in the website. I mean, I still go to that website address seeing if it's come back, but no, it hasn't been back in months, and I just assume that it's gone, and I kind of miss it. So the question is there something we can do to replace it? And of course, the only other place I can think of to go is the game itself. Now, at the very beginning of the game, I mean, you've got no points spent yet, except for the 2 the game assigns, so it's already got that going for it. And it's got the unlocks in the right spot. But otherwise, this doesn't seem very helpful. I mean, first of all, there's no way to change your class. Notice that I've named my engineer because this character I'm not ever going to play through the game. This is my talent calculator for an engineer, so that's how I've dealt with that. I mean, I've got 6 separate Shepards as talent calculators. Notice also I have to pick a bonus talent at the beginning of the game. Now we'll be able to deal with this in a moment, but yeah, that's something you can't change easily. You certainly can't remove it from the screen. Can't specialize yet because we haven't been to Luna. We can't bring Charm or Intimidate up past 3 because we don't yet have the unlocks going on in Renegade and Paragon meters. We don't even have Spectre training yet until we become a Spectre. So, and yeah, we're limited to 3 points total. So this doesn't look like it's useful. But good news is if you have access to the console, then there's some changes you can make here. So now this is my talent calculator Shepard. So it doesn't bother me that I'm going to be modifying this screen. But if you're at the beginning of a Shepard, if you're at this screen with a Shepard you plan to play through the game, then for heaven's sake, save the game first, all right? Because the changes we're going to make to the squad screen are not going to be something you can undo except by going back in time with a previous save. So yeah, do that first. And then the second thing, of course, is to activate your console, which there are instructions online pretty easily found, and it's not hard to do. But once you have the console enabled and you activate it, then it will look like this. Alright, and then what we're going to do is a sequence of commands here. So the first thing to do is bring ourselves up to level 60 so we can get more than, get the full 100 points available to us. And the way to do that is through this command, give XP. Now, if you know how many points exactly it takes to get to level 60, then wonderful. I don't. I just put in a big number like 900,000. And the game will simply bring you up to level 60, which is 862,100. Okay, that's good to know. And there we go, 100 points. So far so good. Alright, next step is to give ourselves Spectre training. And that is this command, give Spectre talents. Do make sure you spell these correctly, because otherwise the game just ignores them. Alright, and now we have Spectre training. Also notice we've brought Charm and Intimidate now up to rank 6. This happens when you become a Spectre. And the game drops in a free point in each one of those for you. So far so good. Alright, next is to bring the the Renegade and Paragon meters up so we can unlock the remaining ranks in Charm and Intimidate. I hope I said that right. Set Paragon 255 points. That is not an arbitrary number. That is exactly the number that you need to unlock all the Charm ranks. And same for Renegade and the Intimidate ranks. Alright. And now all ranks of Charm and Intimidate are available, and the game has dropped in 4 free points in each. So now you're limited to 8, being able to spend 8 points in each, so that's good. Alright, so this is, everything we've done up till now is the constant part of this, these steps. So what I did here is I just dropped a second save right here, for my talent calculator Shepherd, and this is where I always come back to whenever I need to do this. So the only step left to do is to determine what my class specialization is, and then if I want to change or at least deal with the bonus talent problem, I can do that from just starting from here. So yeah, second save would be at this point would be perfect. All right, once you've done that, then the next step is to pick specialization, and this of course has to be spelled correctly as well. And if you spell it correctly, you come to this select specialization class screen, and you can pick whether you want a medic or an operative, and accept. And then when you come back to the screen, now you have operative or medic selected here. All right, very good. All right, so the last step is to deal with the bonus talent. Now, of course, you have to select this at the beginning of the playthrough. And the reason, I mean, you could pretend this is whatever bonus talent you want and just put points in here. The problem is, of course, is that on the upgrade spots where you become basic, advanced, or master tend to be in different spots. So if I wanted to switch this out to barrier, for example, barrier begins here at rank 1. That's where you get the basic level. So yeah, this really isn't helpful for me for planning. So it's easily handled. The last step is give bonus talent and then a 2-digit number, and, 1 or 2-digit number, depending on which talent you want. I'm kind of pausing here because I will annotate this video to show you what the numbers are for the different bonus talents that you can select. For me, if I want to select barrier and practice a barrier engineer build, then this is what I would select. And you come back in here and you can see now barrier has been added. Now it doesn't replace the other bonus talents, so this has gotten smaller. I mean, we now have extra talents. I mean, you can actually play the game this way with extra talents. You don't get extra points to spend in those, so you kind of spread yourself a little thin. And the other danger is whenever you have talents that you're adding that have these icons in them, which means you would expect them to be some sort of power on the power wheel or in the HUD, you're only allowed so many of those. So if you keep adding talents, some of your other talents are going to disappear, and yeah, you'll be spending points and things you won't end up being able to use. So yeah, I'm intending in this spot to just ignore this talent as I do my practice build here, and that's it. This is to me a talent calculator. It's a slightly improved one, I think. And the other nice thing, I mean, the talent calculator had the ability to reset if you were spending points and you're like, oops, I didn't really want to do that. Well, as long as you don't leave this screen, this undo will always get you back to where you started. So yeah, I really I found this quite useful, and I hope you do too. All right, yeah, thanks for watching. And now, barrier engineer. Totally. I would totally play that character. Yeah, thanks again for watching.